Mike, we're going to talk NBA again. It's funny. It seems like we're talking about it every week, but
I just think it's been cool. It's been cool. It's too long, like so many things. It's too long, but it's been great. I think it's been endlessly interesting.
Yeah, I could talk about that. The TV that the Bulls and the Heat played Sunday night. They don't play again until Wednesday. They're in Chicago.
Dallas had like 9 days off.
Yeah, let's not get into that right now. Well, we digress.
Subject.
Each round surprises me. I keep thinking I have it figured out. When the Celtics handled the Knicks the way they did, I thought they'd beat them, but not the way they did. I thought, well, the Celtics are playing well. They should do well against the Heat. Then I watched the Heat dismantle the Celtics, make them look really old, and I think, I'll give the Heat the edge over the Bulls. And then I watched what the Bulls just did to the Heat, and I'm impressed. I was not impressed with the Bulls going into this round.
It doesn't carry from series to that stuff doesn't carry from series to series, and a lot of it is matchups. I think the majority of people who made picks on this series picked Miami to win it. And I think that's just because they thought, well, LeBron and Dwayne, and they're really, really good, and they're playing well. They seem to have figured it out. So, but if you look at the Bulls and the Heat in terms of a matchup, I think there's a lot of aspects of it that really favor the Bulls. The Heat, big thing is that the Heat needs to get out and run. They need to get fast break points, and it's really hard to do because the Bulls are a great offensive rebounding team, and that was a huge difference in game one of this series the other night. And because the Bulls are such a good half-court defensive team, that's why the Heat needs to run, because they're not getting a whole lot of their half-court offense. That's the part of it that I thought would favor the Bulls. Some of the things that happened when the Bulls had the ball the other night did not surprise me, did surprise me, and I'm not sure that they weren't a little bit of a fluke.
I think what happened, I saw in game one, the Bulls went back to how they played more than the regular season. Too much in the Indiana series, a little bit I saw with Atlanta series. It was pick and rolls, but Derrick Rose didn't pass the ball at all. Carlos Boozer would set a screen, and he never got the ball back. It was just Derrick Rose going one-on-one. It was too much Derrick Rose. He got his teammates involved. Luol Deng, Kyle Korver open. And the other guy that stands out...
I'm not sure that he got his teammates involved as much as Miami double-teamed him, and he gave the ball up.
He was forced to, but it worked in Chicago's favor, and I hope it continues. It's a better brand of ball to watch, too. Not Yannick Noah, that's his father. What's Noah's first?
Joakim
Yannick was a good tennis player. Joakim Noah is a throwback. He had 9 points, 14 boards on Sunday. He reminds me, he's like Greg Kite, Michael Thompson.
Greg Kite?
Yes, watch the way he plays. He's scrappy. John Sally, Clement Johnson.
I guarantee you that if Noah is watching this, he will update. He will immediately update his resume to find out that he's analogous to Greg Kite.
Possibly Dennis Rodman. He's this scrappy guy who doesn't. You don't have to run the offense. He plays for him. He does the dirty work. Enjoys it. The crowd gets into it when he's out there blocking shots.
He really is the rare basketball player that will play as hard as he can, no matter if he gets the ball or not, ever. That's really rare, and that's what's special about him.
Real quick, as I'm watching Blaine, our producer, waving his fingers over there, we've got to talk Oklahoma City and Dallas.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook, if he plays like a point guard and gets his teammates involved, he's a great scorer, but he's got to pass the ball, too.
It's very similar to what we were talking about with Derrick Rose.
Yes,
I think a lot of people are going to pick Dallas to win this series because they have Dirk Nowitzki and they have these guys, and now they're rolling now, and they figured it out, and they're just that good. But again, I think if you look at matchup, Dallas is going to have a lot of trouble dealing with the young, quick, explosive Oklahoma City club, and a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook exploding into the lane. And if he's going to distribute the ball instead of shoot too much, he can't be taking more shots than Kevin Durant. I'm not the first person in the media to say that because it's kind of like, duh, Kevin Durant's on your team. If he can distribute the ball, I think Oklahoma City's going to be a really tough out in this series.
James Harden will be a key for me. If he steps up like he did in Game 7 against Memphis, he's a key because Durant's going to get his points. Westbrook, like it or not, is going to get his points at times. I think Jason Terry, Sean Merriam are going to be key on the other side. How they defend players, how they get their points.
Yep.
Old guard here. Dirk Nowitzki is the only elite player that's left. It's more than 30 years old.
Right.
It's a changing of the guard.
Let's pick the series. I'm going to go Bulls and Dallas.
I'm going to go OKC beating Dallas, and I'm going to go with the Bulls as well. So OKC and the Bulls.
All right.